morning, you guys. My apologies for the technical difficulties this morning. Oh my goodness, I don't know what the heck was going on. I had to redo some settings in my car because my live did not want to play right. It was acting crazy. So my apologies to you guys for the technical difficulties. For those of you who were on the other live, like I said, my apologies to you guys. Okay. Yeah. Hi, I see you guys. Thank you for joining the new live. I was just saying my apologies to you guys for the technical difficulties. Something going on with the settings in my car. I had to figure it out so that I could restart the live because it was not reading as it should have. So we're back though. Thank you guys for joining us back. I hope everybody else comes back over to this live. Okay. Let me give it just a couple seconds for the other people to come over before we actually get started. I will go ahead and do my disclaimer though. Everything said in this video is alleged and in my opinion, and it is used for fair use. Okay. I hope you guys had a great day thus far, or morning thus far, and I hope you guys had an awesome Mother's Day yesterday. Okay. We did get a chance to get the review last night at 8 p.m. For those of you that checked it out, I hope you guys enjoyed it and had a chance to go ahead and like the video. Also, we did a pop-in yesterday to go over an interview with Carlos King that I ran across with Martell. It was a bunch of stuff uncovered, a bunch of lies and a bunch of shenanigans, honey, that we had to talk about, had to drag his ass just a little bit. Because it's the audacity, honey. It's the audacity of people to be out here just talking crazy and giving people a platform to further cause drama when they've already been doing that. Like, Jesus. Oh, my God. So, yes. Hopefully, you guys had a chance to check those videos out and hit that like button. All right. Oh, Lord, we have some topics this morning to talk about. It is Monday. As you guys can see, I am going into the office. I hope you guys have made it into the office. If you're on your way to work, made it there safely. You got your coffee and or your tea. You eating your breakfast. You are stress-free this morning because that is the way to be. All right. We see you guys coming in. Again, thank you guys for joining the new live. I was saying earlier, I had a few technical difficulties trying to get started this morning. Oh, Lord. But nevertheless, we are here. All right. Let's get started. It looks like we have enough to get started. Good morning, everybody. Again, happy Mother's Day. Again, happy Mother's Day. Mother's Day is every day. We're not going to just give it one day. Mother's Day is every day. Every day that you wake up and do all the things that it takes to be a mom, it's Mother's Day. And I don't think that we get, rewarded enough as mothers because our jobs don't ever stop. Being a mother, that job never stops. It doesn't matter if your child is grown, you're still a mother. Okay, from the time you open your eyes in the morning until the time you close them at night, you are still a mom and the job is never ever done. All right. So shout out to all the great mothers out there who work so hard to be great moms and push yourself even though you're tired. Sometimes you don't feel like it. Mom's jobs, even though we're sick sometimes, we still have to keep pushing. So shout out to you guys. All right. Yeah, we don't get no sick days. Moms don't get no sick days. We don't. I'm thankful that I have a great husband who, whenever I'm not feeling well, he takes over the things that I need to take care of and make sure that everything is running the way that it needs to. So, yes, let's move on. All right, so celebrity news is first. Jonathan Majors. We're going to talk about him, honey. We're going to talk about Jonathan Majors this morning. He and Megan Good are set to be dating, you guys. If you follow me, then you know I posted that on my community wall. I wanted to discuss it a little bit this morning because I thought that was just so hilarious to me. He don't even like our type. Okay, we're not on his bucket list. Apparently, they're saying that this is some type of publicity relationship because he likes snow bunnies and she is not no snow bunny. Okay, now she got a white voice, but she's not a snow bunny. I like me some Megan Good too. Megan Good can do no wrong. I like her. Okay, I'm glad she is living her life, honey, because she just did not seem like she was 100% happy in that marriage to the guy that was the preacher or minister or whatever. I kind of feel like she was trying to be put into a mold that she just did not fit in. She wanted to still live that Hollywood life, and he kind of, it was weird. So now it said that she and Jonathan Majors are dating, and it's causing a stir on Black Twitter, honey, because they're calling it a whole publicity stunt since he's going through this whole legal situation with this snow bunny. Call it a snow bunny, all right? They said that they were both seen booed up at this place called the Alamo Draft House in LA at a movie. They were all booed up, hugged up, like, yeah, they look like they feeling each other according to what's being said. So I don't know, child. It seemed real sudden. It seems real sudden that he was just with old girl. Now this situation happened, what, not even really a month or so ago, and now he and Megan are together, and a lot of people are questioning the authenticity of this relationship. They don't think that it's real. They think that it's just something that he's doing to help his image and help kind of get him back out there to say, oh, he's with Megan Good now. Oh, we accept him now. He don't look so bad now that he's with Megan. I don't know. They're not feeling it. Especially, like I said, after that current situation with the snow bunny, honey, where he has several charges on him, from aggression to domestic violence and all this other stuff. Like, he got a bunch of charges. So I'm gonna see if he can beat this. Honestly, I would have waited to see how this whole court thing panned out, to see if he's guilty or not guilty before we kind of went there. Because if you got some violent tendencies like that, sir, I don't want to be a part of that. Because who's to say that you and I could be out somewhere and something happens and you have a moment to where you want to snap off on my ass? I kind of need to know, what's really going on with you. You might need to get some help first, and then we talk about this thing. You out here breaking fingers and snapping off on folk and grabbing people, in ways you should not be grabbing them. I don't know. Anybody got time to be walking around here getting slapped? Anybody got time for that? Okay. Now, y'all know he has another court appearance coming up in June. Okay, which is next month. He has another court appearance. He already had his first court appearance related to this domestic violence issue. Like a week ago now. Yeah. So we'll see how that pans out. I don't know. I do know that a lot of his classmates from when he went to Yale, like I said before, kind of spoke up talking about how he had a lot of violent tendencies and multiple issues on campus, to where he got into it with multiple altercations where he was putting paws on other people and causing issues there. So I don't know, guys. We'll see what it's giving and how this situation pans out. Good luck to you, Megan, honey, if this is what you like. It's a whole step. It's a step, I want to say, back maybe from Devon Franklin. Ain't that his name? I think that's the guy she was married to, Devon Franklin. He just seemed real low-key and real quiet. Jonathan, he has that quiet about him, but it's that scary quiet. And maybe because I done seen him in the Marvel movies and he just has that look about him. But now hearing about him having this whole DV charge on him, it's starting to kind of look like you might be a real king out here in these streets. But let's move on, child. Nevertheless, prayers to you. Yes, prayers to you, sir. All right. All right, so let's talk about Kenya Moore, honey. She's in the news. Y'all know the Real Housewives of Atlanta new season has started. They are on episode 2. Episode 1, as I told you guys, their premiere for the season was at an all-time low, barely 800,000, when they usually have up to 1 million viewers for their first episode. Kenya Moore is on the show. She is having some issues, some back and forth with Sheree as well as Martell. That is a part of her storyline. What is not a part of her storyline is the fact that she may be losing her home, you guys. Now, we already know she's still in a divorce, a very nasty divorce, with her soon-to-be ex-husband, Mark Daly. Kenya is dating again upon Monyetta Shaw hooking her up, one of her friends who is, well, not a bunny, but he is a white guy. And that's fine. You're free to date whoever you want. Love has no color. But she is dating again while she is in the process of getting this divorce from Mark. She's trying to move on with her life. As you guys know, Mark is trying to gain ownership of Kenya's home, a home that he never lived in, never paid taxes on, probably never spent more than a week up in there at best, because he never moved from New York. But it's saying that Kenya has several tax liens put on her home to accrue some of the money that she owes. Okay, they said that recent documents say that she owes $152,678.36 is due on her Georgia home, which is located in Sandy Springs, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia to be exact. On this home, I don't know what the hell, but girl, that's a lot of money to be on your home. All right, now it said that if she sells the home, that she has to pay the government before she can receive any money for herself on the sale of this home. All right, which that's usually how it works anyway. They says the home is a 7,200 square foot home, and Kenya is still currently in, like I said, in the nasty divorce. I don't know how that's going to pan out, because like I said, Mark is trying to come for the home. If I were Kenya, I would ask the judge to make him pay half of this shit, since you want this house, period. You want this house so bad? You still married to her? Anything in the marriage, which Kenya had the house prior to being married to Mark, but if he's pushing so hard to have this damn house, I would be asking in my divorce decree to make him pay half of this shit, since you want to be nasty like that. That would be my go-to. You want the house, you're not going to get the house, but you were married to me, and your obligation during the marriage is to make sure that bills and other responsibilities are taken care of. And since you did not do that, so now I'm going to ask for that shit on the back end, and you can go ahead and help knock out this $152,678.36 tax lien off my shit, since I paid off your tax liens prior to the marriage, and which was probably an agreement between the two of them, and that's fine. Kenya paid off 3 to 4 tax liens for Mark Daly, honey, before they got married. Okay, so he needs to step up now. Probably ain't got the money, which is why he's coming after her. But at the end of the day, you are still her husband, and it's still your obligation. Nobody told y'all ass to be out here on this fake BS for publicity. I feel like the relationship and the marriage was for publicity, and Kenya also wanted to have that baby, and she got her baby out the deal. He got his tax liens paid. Now her ass is sitting on a tax lien where her home could possibly be sold and ripped from up under her. She has a daughter. She has to have a roof over her head. So, I mean, I don't know what the hell what's gonna come of this. This is crazy. That's a lot of damn money to be owing. I don't know how she gonna spend up out of this. Hopefully some of them damn Bravo checks that she's getting coming in with the new season coming back, that maybe she can go ahead and use some of them Real Housewives of Atlanta checks, baby, and go on and knock that tax lien off, so she can go on and do her thing out here and go on and pay, because she just did all these damn alterations to her home. She just got this new pool built in her home not too long ago, you know. So girl, I don't know, Kenya, I don't know, sis. Now, y'all know a few seasons back, she talked a whole bunch of junk about Sheree owing back taxes and stuff with her home. So now it's looking like you in the same position, which is so damn crazy. Because she went on and on about Sheree don't pay, which Sheree don't. And not that I'm taking up for Sheree, but people need to watch their mouth and watch how you watching other people and what's going on with their stuff. And then your stuff go lacking, and then somebody can turn around and say the same thing about you. She talked all that mess about Sheree. Oh, your house ain't finished. Oh, you owe back taxes. Oh, you owe this, and this. And now you in the same damn position. It's looking like you might need to be focused on your own life, sis. Because the spirit of tax lien is upon you now. So tighten up on your damn backstroke over there in that ditch. Because y'all know that house is built in a whole ditch, child. That's what Nene was saying. Y'all remember Nene on the show saying that house was in a ditch. I was like, child. But hopefully she figures it out, child. You might need to start you a GoFundMe or something, child. Or ask Martell. Ask Martell to start you a GoFundMe, because he likes to start GoFundMes for people who are in need when he can't even come up with no money to even buy his own child a birthday gift. But he can start you a GoFundMe, because that's his specialty apparently. I mean, that's what he's trying to do for Devin Keith. You know. So yeah, let's move on though. That was a little shade. That was some slight shade. All right, let's move on though. Let's go and talk about Betty Kruger, honey. Oh, Betty Kruger. Let's go and get her ass out of the way. Betty Kruger, aka Gingivitis Breath, aka Norbert's mama, aka Stormy Shalisha Steele's mama, guard dog, bodyguard. All this. She got a bunch of titles now. Bunch of titles, honey. Wooden Tooth, the Wooden Tooth one. Okay. If her ass bites you, you're gonna get a splinter in your arm. If Betty bites you on the arm, you're gonna get a splinter in your arm, okay? You might have to go straight to the emergency room and get them splinters up out your arm if Betty bites your ass. Because y'all know she got wooden teeth on here. Just FYI. So if you ever get close to Betty and she get ready to snap off on your ass and she bites you, just know you're going to have a bunch of splinters in your arm. All right? And them things hurt. All right, but let's move on. I feel the petty coming out, y'all. All right, so Betty Kruger, honey, as you guys know, was seen on season 6, episode 6 of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Bullying once again and coming for Mel. What is with Betty? What is with Betty? It's seeming like she may have a slight touch of bipolar, if you will. It's kind of, I'm seeing some bipolar vibes upon her. Because it don't make no damn sense to have this much anger towards somebody that you barely even know. It's giving psychotic behavior, if you will. It's very attention seeking. It's very out of order. Like, I don't understand it. Once again, you popped up to a place that you are not invited to. You weren't invited to this tea party, for those of you that watched season 6, episode 6 of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Again, like I said, she's continuing to fight Stormy's battles. I don't understand why Carlos King has her on this damn show, replicating this whole storyline that Wanda has, because y'all know Wanda thing with Tisha. And I think a lot of people had a problem with Wanda doing that, and then for him to get rid of Wanda, well, not really get rid of Wanda, but kind of sit her down and allow Betty to come on here and adopt that same storyline, which is just, it's so draining. And she just gives such a negative energy on the show. The entire time that her ass was talking at the tea party, it was just a negative energy, y'all. And I feel like ratings are going to be low again because people are tired of seeing her on this damn show. I don't think Carlos King learned from having her on the first episode, which was the worst damn ratings for the season thus far. He ain't learned yet. But you so far up Martell's ass, baby, that you can hear his heart beating in terms of interviewing him and worrying about what he got going on versus focusing on your damn show. You interviewing everybody on Real Housewives of Atlanta and everybody on the Bravo Network, worrying about Real Housewives of Potomac, Juan Dixon and Robin Dixon, but your own show is lacking. Your own show is going under. He needs to focus on his own damn show. Now, as you guys know, let's get back to Betty. Betty was heard at Melody's tea party, like I said, that she wasn't invited to, telling Melody to shut up and that she was going to get her together. Like, what? Who are you to be telling somebody to shut up, first of all, Betty? Who are you to be telling somebody to shut up because you feel a way that your daughter is not as successful as Melody, and for you to say that Stormy pays high rent for the warehouse that she's in, but Melody is working out of her home? Do you know how stupid you sound? Do you know how stupid you sound? Your daughter is paying money that she don't really have, while Melody is saving a coin and able to write that shit off, you know, with the government, because she's working out of her home. She prints her own labels. We saw that, Stormy, where you are running out of labels. You, ma'am, do not have the business acumen of Melody, and I think that bothers Betty, because Betty was hoping that Stormy was going to be on this show and be the whole star of this show, because she feels that Stormy has been out, or maybe had some money a little bit longer than Mel. Or maybe because her businesses have been out longer than Mel. But Stormy, you know, Stormy just don't have it. Stormy don't have that star quality. We don't really care to see Stormy. And she's so bothered by people calling her ghetto, but you continue to show ghetto antics on this show. So don't be upset at people calling you certain names when you continue to act that way. You sit your ass at this etiquette class and say, oh, I like to cuss, and then turn around and say mother effing this, and like, that's ghetto. That's ghetto. That was kind of uncomfortable for other people sitting in there, including the person who was hosting this particular situation. So how are you upset at people for calling you something that you continue to show who you are? You continue to show that part of you. I think that Betty is in total denial when it comes to Stormy. I think she coddles her, and that's her daughter. She should love her. But sometimes you got to see what's really going on with your child. Stormy has a lot going on with her. I think she needs to get into some type of therapy, because she's already shown signs of talking about she want to unalive herself. That's serious. When you don't get your way and your first go-to is I want to unalive myself, Betty, that's where your focus should be versus trolling social media and worried about what other people have to say about Melody and continuing to take these narratives and blow them up into a bigger situation than what they really are. You live to be hearing something about Melody. She could not wait to get to the tea party to snap off on Melody. And Melody apologized to this girl twice, and she was still going. She was still coming at Melody and being rude and snapping off at other people for trying to say something to her. She had an agenda coming to this damn tea party. And I feel like that she and Stormy had a conversation on the way there. And you could tell that she and Stormy had already talked prior because of the energy that Stormy was also giving when her mother was snapping off. She enjoyed it. She was laughing. She thought it was funny. She said, oh, wow, you going to go all the way in? Yeah, she's going to go all the way in because you continue to run to her and tell her your business like you some little child and can't handle your own mess. And we already saw that when Black Titanic showed up to the warehouse. You talked all that mess about you going to beat somebody's ass and that you want to pow somebody, but you were hiding behind Courtney and crying. You're really not about that life like that, Stormy. That's why you keep people around you to where you feel like they can intimidate people into giving you your way. You keep your mama around and you tell her your mess so that she can bully people, just like Wanda was doing on the show. Period. Then you want to be sitting up there with a whole chakra talking about you want to get rid of the negative energy when the negative energy is you. Get rid of yourself. Get rid of that energy within yourself. You can see a chakra every day of your life and you still would be the same wretched ass biatch that you are, sis. And your mama, it stems from her. The dysfunction stems from your mother. Period. Period. I'm not going to sit here and keep apologizing to somebody who continued to insult me. And I applaud Melody for trying to keep it cute. But I would not have taken it there with Betty. I would have went ahead and shut her ass on down once and for all. Because a person who continues to bully you and you don't put their ass in check, they're going to keep doing it. They're going to keep doing it. That's just how it is with a bully. You got to get back with a bully and let them know, look, you're not about to keep bullying me. You're not going to talk crazy to me. You're not going to be running up on me. Every time you see me, you got something to say to me. You're not going to play with me like that. And that's how Melody needs to put her foot down as it relates to this. Carlos thinks that it's funny. He laughed his ass off when Betty was going off on his podcast about Melody. He thought that was so funny. And I don't see him putting a stop to it because he see it as the ratings being boosted by having somebody's ratchet ass mama on his show snapping off. He thought it was funny. The same way he thought it was funny on Real Housewives of Atlanta for Mama Joyce to be on there acting as ghetto as she was acting. Picking up a shoe trying to fight somebody. He thought that shit was funny. He loves that. He lives to see that. So he is promoting this type of violence for ratings. Hence the reason his ass has a whole petition to get rid of him now. Yeah. And he says in his interview with Martell that he don't really care what the people have to say about him and his relationship and how he coddles and holds Martell's hands in interviews. I don't care about that. You know, I'm not the type of person to snap back at anybody about it. I don't really care about it. Well, obviously you do because you brought it up. You're mentioning it. You're talking about it. So you do care. It bothers you. You see the interviews. You see the videos of other bloggers and everyone else in the comments talking about you and your behavior and how you're not doing your job. So obviously it does bother you. If you took the time to sit on your platform where you're supposed to be interviewing somebody else to throw your little jab in and say you don't care. A person who don't care is totally unbothered. Period. 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 People are not going to continue to support this damn show if he don't get his ass out there and do what he's supposed to be doing. All right? That's on period. So it's looking like this. I'm seeing a lot of people saying they about to go back to this blackout. They sick and tired of this shit. When I saw this episode, I said, see, this is what got the first blackout started with Wanda. This is what got the first blackout started with Wanda. And now you about to start a whole nother blackout for this show. to where people not gonna support it and it's gonna tank and I'm gonna snatch this damn show off the air. You watch what I tell you. And I don't want to speak it into existence. I know it's Melody's baby. This is a show that she created, but it's totally out of her hands now. When I was on on her live with her, and I was telling her all the things that I felt should change on this show in terms of creating a better atmosphere for people to be able to watch and be happy to watch, Melody says, well, I don't really have control over that. You know, it's kind of out of my hands, you know, and it is. She's executive producer of this show, and it's like Carlos King have tied her hands and not allowed her to really give the input on her own show. It's just like she's a cast member. That's what it's like. She's just like a cast member and not able to really voice her opinion and give her direction of where she thinks that this show should go. I keep saying it needs to be a whole recast, starting with Tisha's ass, and we're getting ready to talk about her here in a second. We're getting ready to talk about Tisha here in a second because I just unveiled something, honey, and I posted it on my community wall for those of you that did not get a chance to see it. Yes, Lord, honey. Tisha Scott, Wanda's daughter, the thick-tongued one, honey. Let's go and talk about her ass right quick because I want to definitely put that out there. Now, if you guys watched the episode, like I said, this past Saturday where they had the tea party and the girl that was sitting down by Nell, which is Chris Fletcher's wife, the girl that where everybody was asking, who is this girl? Who is this child? We ain't never seen her on there before. This girl is, we found out, it was uncovered because she was seen on a live with Coleslaw, Ariana, aka the werewolf Curry. She's one of her besties. Everybody's trying to figure out how the hell she got on this show. And it's said and alleged that Tisha brought this girl as her plus one because she's supposed to be Tisha's hairstylist, okay? So why would you be hanging out with somebody who is supposed to be Ariana Curry's hairstylist? I mean, supposed to be Ariana Curry's bestie, and all of a sudden now she's your hairstylist because Alonda used to do your hair. Wonder why Alonda stopped doing your hair, Tisha? After this whole talk about her and Marceau, because you said that y'all was still besties and y'all was still good friends. That's what you said in the live when y'all had Alonda. You and Marceau had Alonda on there. So why did Alonda stop doing your hair? I'm trying to figure that out because you said Alonda used to do your hair. Why is that? So I'm trying to figure out, are you on your whole get back now that Melody was trying to bring Alonda on the show and kind of bring up some stuff between Alonda and Marceau? So is this your whole get back in terms of bringing Ariana's bestie on the show for some camera time now to try to intimidate Melody? Because y'all know Huntsville is small. Everybody know everybody in Huntsville. Everybody knows everybody in Huntsville. So why would you bring this person as your plus one to Melody's event? Tisha, you got a whole bunch of Sarah sisters that you say you are friends with and been friends with for over 20 years. So none of them were available that you could have reached out to bring to this tea party as your plus one. You had to bring somebody who was connected to Ariana Curry, who you know Melody don't fool with on any level or anybody connected to her on this show. The girl had no real reason to even be there. She didn't say 3 words. But she did get camera time. Okay? She didn't have nothing to say. She was sitting back looking in everybody else's mouth when they were talking and making faces when Betty was on her bullshit. So what was the purpose of bringing this girl? What was the purpose? And then Tisha sit there in her confessional before the tea party talking about some she's excited to be there and then she wants everybody to talk out their issues and get along because this is great. I really think that we all should get along. Really? How they supposed to get along when you still on your little secret bullshit? And Tisha's sneaky. I've been saying this since season 1. I don't be falling for that bullshit Tisha be saying and that crying and mess that she be doing. Tisha is sneaky. When your own husband say cheat back Tisha, when your own husband name you cheat back Tisha, that speaks volume to the type of bitch you are. And I got to call you that this morning, Tisha. Because you a whole bitch for bringing somebody that you know is connected to Ariana Curry, a.k.a. her bestie, onto this damn platform, which is Melody's show, to Melody's event, to sit 2 people down from Melody, which Melody probably knew who the bitch was. I felt like that was all the way out of order and out of line for Tisha to do that. Okay. I feel like she was on her get back. I don't feel like Tisha ever forgive totally for things that happen with people. I don't think she totally forgiven Melody. I think this whole Tisha and Melody trying to be cordial bullshit this season is just what it is, bullshit. I think too much has happened between the two of them for them to be back in a cordial space. I just feel that way. Tisha, you knew about the whole cheating mess with Ariane and Martell way before Melody did, and you were supposed to be her friend, and you sat on that information and said nothing. Now you still finagling and hanging with people connected to Ariane, and you think that mess is okay, and now you all up in Melody's face talking about let's squash the beef and let's be friends again and let's hang out and be in the same space. Well, I don't want to be in the same space with somebody who's acting snaky and still being sneaky. Tisha is sneaky. Just like her ratchet ass mama. And I'm going to say it right here on this channel, and I know she watched my videos. I gotta call it this morning. That's very snaky of you to have someone that's connected to Ariane. So I feel like since Ariane can't be on the show, because Carlos already said she's never gonna be on the show because she's too disrespectful. So now you're gonna bring her friends on the show? Now, we already see how Stormy was connected to Ariane as well. She was friends with Ariane and tried to deny the shit. And now Ariane had to come out and put her ass on blast and let everybody know, yeah, we were finagling. You were my friend. You was up in my face. We have had conversations. And now to find out that another person who is connected to Ariane is now on Love and Marriage Huntsville. What is this supposed to be, like a secret takedown? That's what it's feeling like. Is this supposed to be like a secret takedown of Melody? Are they trying to push this girl out the door so that they can then they're going to bring Ariane on the show? Because you know, if in fact they bring Ariane on this show, she's not going to be on the show. She's stepping down. That's going to be the one thing that makes her step down. She's not filming with Ariane. She would never film with her, and I don't blame her. You won't eat off me and my damn show when you've contributed to the demise of my damn marriage and have a whole child with my ex-husband. No, I'm not feeding you. I'm not providing a lifestyle for you. It's like that. It's like Carlos, and he has to approve everybody on this damn show. And it just seems weird. And I see Martell all behind this bullshit. Because everybody that's linked to Ariane is also linked to Martell. And it's no coincidence, because I've been watching stuff online, okay? This same person who is connected to Betty as well, okay, that be also in Wanda's lives, ain't it so crazy? It's also connected to Ariane, and this same person says, Peggy Hager, says that she loves herself some Martell. And she cannot stand Melody, and when she's watching the show and she see Melody, she turns the channel. I find it very strange. I find it very strange, the connection of everybody who don't like Melody. They're all connected in some type of way. And Martell is the puppet master behind this bullshit. So you done help one of Ariane's friends get on the show because you mad because Carlos done told you Ariane can't be on here. So you going to have somebody, and she kind of favors Ariane just a little bit. She got that long horse face like Ariane. I kept saying, who is this person? I ain't never seen her on the show. Who is this person? And upon digging, that is who she is. Somebody who now does, conveniently now, because we ain't heard nothing else about her, who does Tisha's hair. So she's supposed to be a part of this whole T squad? I blame Martell for this bullshit, y'all. I keep saying it. Martell, a.k.a. Martwirl. That's what I'm going to have to name your ass. Martwirl. Since you like to hang out there in Atlanta. Okay, down there with your homophobic ass by day. Okay. I called him the other day, Mr. Ving Rhames by day. And Mr. Holiday Hart by night. Mr. Tu Wong Fu by night. And Mr. Ving Rhames by day. That's what it's giving me. That's what it's giving me. You got a whole problem, like I said the other day, with Marcus being gay, being around your children. But you hanging around all the gays down there in Atlanta. Sheree's friend Anthony, who is gay, openly gay, you running around Atlanta with him. Yeah, it's giving Ving Rhames by day and Holiday Hart by night. Like, come on out. I say allegedly. I say allegedly. Come on out, sir. I just find it weird that it's a connection to Peggy Hager, to Betty Steele's mama. To Betty Steele and to Stormy. And then now to this girl that's on the show who is Ariana's friend, who is also connected to Tisha, who really low-key don't like Melody. It's like a whole pyramid of fools on this damn show. Do y'all see the connection here? I was just like, y'all. Did I see Chit Chat with QT? Thank you for being here, ma'am. I appreciate you and any other content creators. But yeah, that's it, y'all. I may have to do a pop in because I have some more stuff that I wanted to talk about. I didn't get around to getting to. I'm at work now, and I kind of need to get in there because I got some stuff that I got to do this morning. But thank you guys for joining. I hope y'all enjoy the topics that we talked about thus far. I may have to do a pop in when I get off from work today just to kind of finish what I was going to talk about. But yeah, go and look at the community wall. I did post a picture, a screenshot of this same girl on a live with Ariana Curry while she was up there looking like a whole werewolf with her hair flying, y'all. This girl was on a live with Ariana Curry. And I also posted a screenshot of the picture of her while they were at the tea party so that you can kind of see the similarities. It's her. It's definitely her. And it said that she is Tisha's hairstylist. So, boom, there you go. There you go, Tisha. We done had to put your ass on Front Street, ma'am. But thank you guys for joining. Please go ahead and like the video if you did not. Thank you so much. We got, y'all got to get these likes up for real. It's 733 of y'all and only 297 likes. I know y'all playing. Oh, I might not do no pop-in today. Like, y'all not about to work me to death for free. Like, really? Can we get the likes up? Y'all is seriously playing in this area right now. Like, all in this area. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes all the way up, okay? It's looking like y'all getting the likes all the way down this morning. Like, damn, really? Like, y'all get all this information and y'all ain't hitting the like button. Like, please hit the like button. If you need to subscribe to this channel, go ahead and do that as well, okay? Thank you, Moss, for doing a great job. Thank you, Caramellians, for being here. Thank you for any of the content creators that joined the live this morning as well, too, okay? And y'all have a great day. It is Monday. Let's try to get through the day, honey, and don't let nobody stress you out and get on your nerves, all right? And I will talk to you guys later. Be blessed and never stressed, all right? Love you this way. Goodbye.